Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Front Yard Deep Dives, episode 8. Again, we are always raising money for Hope for the Day, which is a mental health charity here in the United States of America. They do a lot of mental health helping in schools, things like that, jobs, so on, so on. But today, we are joined by the wonderful Megolin. Meg, would you like to introduce yourself?
Potentially. Hi guys, my name is Megolin. I'm a failed druid VTuber over here on the purple site of Twitch. I play silly games really badly and just in general try and have a good time.
Playing the silly games really badly is kind of false. I've watched you play games. You're actually fairly decent.
I don't know. I was playing one game today and it took me 2 hours to finish one fight in the game. So, yeah.
I don't know. Were you playing Elden Ring or something? Because that sounds like an Elden Ring fight.
No, it was Celasta. It was a D&D style game.
I've watched you play that.
I had it on a higher difficulty, so you can pick baby easy mode, sort of just so you're exploring the story.
Right.
Starting to introduce D&D rules, harder D&D rules, and then basically impossible D&D rules. I've been playing it on the slightly harder because I play D&D a lot. So I have admittedly made it harder for myself. So some of the enemies will have higher tier spell slots and they will counter spell healing, so you can't heal as often as you would like.
Right.
And that's why the game, it took me 2 hours to finish one fight today, because it was brutal, basically. It's the long and short.
I mean, that's fair. But man, D&D. There's a campaign that's coming up soon, and I'm really excited for it. And because it's going to be my first campaign, so I'm first campaign, not my first time playing. My first time playing was with Ku and Sin and a few other friends that had done a one shot, and it was my first introduction to it. But this will be my first campaign, full on campaign, and it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Campaigns are always really different. Depending on the group that you're with, it can either be absolutely insane and incredible, or it can be a bit of a chore, because campaigns can go on for a long time. I'm very lucky in the sense that the group that I found to play D&D with, I've played with them for 9 or 10 years now, and we've done 3 or 4 campaigns together.
Okay.
So just as a heads up, if you don't enjoy it, it might not be the group to play it with for you.
I have
it's
no
very
doubts
subjective.
that this is going to be a good time.
Good. I'm glad.
The people I'm with are really good friends, and 2 new people, I haven't had a chance to really get close to and, actually get to know. But for the most part, amazing people.
Yeah. In that case, then it's gonna be great. Are you playing a homebrew campaign or a pre-written one?
I actually think it's homebrewed. It might be pre-written. I'm not sure. I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just made a character and said, "Let's do this."
That's how I normally play too.
It's just you know what?
Oh, you want to play D&D? Perfect. Let me in.
But yeah, whatever happens. We'll go from there.
Yeah, I love D&D.
Well, Meg, thank you so much for deciding to be on the podcast and coming in and talking about mental health with us. It's been a journey so far to get to know a deeper level of people. We've had Clove, we've had Sin, we've had Pocky, we've had Opie, we've had Faye, we've had Mayfired. And just so everybody knows, the Panda episode will be rescheduled. Panda got sick while we had to reschedule, but
oh bless.
Yes, it's a terrible thing, but at the same time, Panda will be back. Panda will join us. This is going to be a lot of fun. So getting into it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I would not you were very much a person I wanted to have the conversation with, because we've had a few conversations in private about stuff. But
We have
it
had
was
many
always
conversations in private about it.
but it's always been one of those things of like, we get each other on that level. And then when we met, I don't think at first you knew like how much I was into the mental health side of things until you were able to come around the community a lot more.
Yeah, I think I like because obviously I met you through Pocky and watching Pocky streams. So
Mhm.
before I was even a VTuber, just kind of hanging out on Pocky streams and just kind of getting to sit and chat to you that way. And then when I started streaming, having you pop into chat and whatnot and be like, Meg, are you looking after yourself? Are you doing the things? Are you checking your posture? Are you drinking? You better be drinking. And I know it became a bit of a joke that I'd pop into your stream and be like, fucking hydrate, how dare you?
Wait,
um,
you haven't hydrated in the last 5 minutes? Do it.
do it. And I've just noticed that you've turned off the hydrate redeem now, and it makes me really sad that you've actually done that. But then actually being able to come sit in your streams and look at you raising so much money for charity and whatnot, it's been fantastic getting to know you.
It's been amazing getting to know you. And I mean, I think we've finally passed the threshold of a year of being friends. And it's been an amazing year. And there are certain things we both deal with on a daily basis that make our days just a little bit harder. And
100%.
and I know one that me and you have talked about before has been insomnia.
Oh, yep.
And for us, it was a joke between the two of us because it was like, Meg, go to bed. Meg, just go to bed. Turn off the computer, go to bed. And it became more than just a joke for a while. And how does insomnia truly affect your day to day?
So I think I've been pretty open with people about my insomnia. So my insomnia my insomnia is it's pretty brutal. So I basically sleep every other night. And if I do manage to sleep every night, then it'll for a couple of hours here and a couple of hours there. It's when you wake up the day after having like 2 hours sleep and you feel good, you're in for a bad day. Because you'll be really good for a minute and then something will happen and it will just flip everything. It's a struggle, especially with like the just being able to turn your brain off and actually sleep.
Yeah. And I mean, I know we were just talking about this a second ago while we were setting up, the night that I had just messaged you, just insomnia night. And you're like, yep. It's just like, go get you something to drink, go get you some snacks. I know you're going to be up for a while. Just take care of yourself.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's all well and good. So everyone's saying to someone, like, oh, you should be going to bed. Like, are you okay? Is everything all right? Because I remember going live at like 3 a.m. for me and having 10 people immediately messaging being like, oh my God, are you okay? Is everything all right? Meg, it's so early. You should be sleeping. And it's like, yeah, I know, I'm aware. Trust me, I'm aware I should be sleeping. But the brain won't stop. So I'm going to play a video game instead. And it's one that I've been playing on stream, but it was also the only thing I wanted to play. So I figured, why the fuck not? Just load it up, play it on stream. No one's going to be around because, it's 3 a.m.
20 of us pile in.
20 people pile in. It's like, go to bed. You should be asleep. Why aren't you sleeping? Are you okay? Is everything all right? We're concerned about you. And it was like, oh my God, okay, this is really overwhelming. Like, I'm fine. Everything that's wrong with me is, I'm aware of what's wrong with me. Don't worry. It's okay.
Right.
Like, yeah.
I mean, like, let's just take streaming out of it. Not streaming. Mm-hmm. How would, on just a day in life on an insomnia night affect you?
So It used to be that I'd just push through it and go to work. So, like, if I didn't sleep, I'd then just go to work the next day, grab a Red Bull on my way to work, and, you know, try not to fall asleep at my desk and just hope that I can get through the day at work. And that was fine when I was in my 20s and had more energy. Nowadays, it's more of a, okay, do I have the spoons to be able to get to the office? Is there any chance they'd let me work from home so I can have a nap on my lunch break? Is there any chance that I can take a half day? Can I talk to my boss about this because it's getting real rough? Like, is how it used to be. And then I've recently started a new job, so it's like the new job I have is only 5 minutes away from my house, so I can literally just nip home on my lunch break and have a nap. So I'm less stressed about the needing to sleep on my lunch break and can I do it in my
Fair.
car sort of thing.
Fair.
So at the minute it's not affecting me anywhere near as much on a day-to-day basis. It's still like I'm still not sleeping, but we'll get there eventually, surely.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But it's really, it's good that, you know, the last job you had before, you know, what happened would allow you to work from home sometimes and, you know, have the chance to do that and take care of yourself. It's not something I'm used to hearing about because, for one, you know, I live in America. That kind of treatment doesn't really exist.
I'll be honest, the last job I had, they were not accommodating in the slightest. Like, I could talk to them about it until I was blue in the face, and they, I don't want to be like, oh, boomers and boomers this and boomers that, but it was very much an old, like an aging workforce who, like, someone else took a mental health day because like one of their parents had passed away the month before, and it just hit them basically, and half the people in the office I shared, like the office space I shared with, they pinned it down to someone just wanting a day off and them just faking. It was gross. It was vile the way they were talking about it. The job I had before that, they would let me work from home occasionally, and they did make accommodations for me. So there are nice companies and there are some that are really not.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Think about finding the right one for you.
And I mean, which luckily, you know, over the last 7 months, I've worked with a new company and it's been amazing. I'm no longer 80 feet in the air on a bridge on a beam trying to mod for Twitch at the same time.
Oh my god.
I used to do it a lot. It was a great time.
My goodness. No, I can't imagine.
It. And it's funny, I see the chat message from somebody and they always got on my ass for doing that.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, just walking across a beam is fine. I ain't gonna fall.
Sure.
I'm trying to think if there was one time I actually came close from falling off a bridge, and I want to say it was when I first started, but it wasn't my fault. I was walking across a span of a bridge, and the people that had installed the cables for us to, you know, hook onto to not fall off didn't install the cables properly. They were really loose. And when I was walking, I put my hand on the cable to, you know, like you would a handrail, just walking down a handrail. And it dropped.
Oh god.
And it's like, and I lost my balance. Was able to, you know, land on the beam and be like, okay, I'm okay. I got back up and I walked off off the span or whatever, and unhooked. Got off the bridge, and I sat there and said, I'm not walking across the bridge again until they tighten the cables up like they're supposed to be.
Yeah, understandable.
The foreman said, no, we're not tightening up the cables, so then y'all can do this yourselves. Here's the equipment.
Joking.
But yeah,
you're joking. Like, They said that?
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. They said no.
That's ridiculous. No,
Oh yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah, no. I sat there and gave them everything back. I said, "Here, y'all can do this," and I sat back on the side of the bridge and watched them do everything themselves.
Yeah, oh my god. I
Doesn't
could
bother
not
me.
imagine.
And like, this
It
is a
doesn't bother
weekend.
you?
No, not really. So it's weird to say this, is that I got so used to walking across the spans of high bridges and 80 plus feet in the air and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're on a big bridge, the beams themselves are normally like 5 feet wide. You're like walking on a sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd gotten so used to it by the end of it. I don't work there anymore. None of you know where I work. It doesn't matter. OSHA, come at me if you want to. I wasn't hooked off half the time because it was more of a danger to be hooked off and walking across a bridge and the hook get caught on something and pull me
Yeah.
than it was to just be unhooked and walk across.
Yeah,
because-
I guess that makes sense.
There was a lot of things I should not have done that I did do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to deny that. Nobody follow my example because it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, no.
Oh.
And we got off track already, man.
We did. I'm so sorry.
No, it's my fault. I'm the one that started talking about my last job. But no, now.
You're fine.
But now I'm at a place where, if I need time off, I just have to ask, and they won't even like hit me for PTO for it. It's okay, you need that. We'll
that's
work with
good.
you. We'll work with you to make it work out.
That's good.
So
That's really good.
Yeah, I'm in a great place, and they've invested a lot in me now. You can tell from when I worked with my last company versus this company, the mood change is way different. I'm a lot happier. I'm not stressed out. I don't have to worry about going to work and just being pissed off. I am going to work like we're gonna go in. We're gonna have a great day. Like no matter what happens, we're gonna have a good time. And we did every time.
Good.
But yeah, so I could see how insomnia would affect everyday life, and how it would affect moods. It would affect just sleep in general.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, because there's not sleep. But I mean, the other good thing though is that you had people reach out and actually ask you were okay.
Yeah, I did. I had so many people reach out and ask if I was okay, to the point it got overwhelming, and I had to tell people to stop reaching out to ask if I'm okay, because the answer is no. I'm not okay. Is the long and short. But you take steps to manage that.
Right.
You take steps to look after yourself in the way that you know works for you.
But see, that was a cool thing, just want to sit here and just to show it. I mean, like, it's okay not to be okay. Like, it's not something to be ashamed about. And it's
100%.
That's something, I really want to help get that across in this, is that yes, y'all see us as streamers and like normal people sometimes, and well, not normal people, but like what we do is streaming. There's nothing there. There's nothing else behind that streamer personality. I started this for it to be a chance for us to take that mask of being a streamer off. Like, hey, my name's Sick. Y'all see this side. This is the real side. This is the depression, the anxiety, the constant worrying, the everything all wrapped up into this that I don't like to show you, because that's not entertaining. That's not fun.
Oh, 100%. Like, the amount of times I will get like hit start streaming and be like, oh my god, I'm actually really tired. Like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this because I'm so tired. and then I'll even reference it on stream and be like, I'm really tired because I'm yawning, and it's not necessarily that I haven't slept, it's that the quality of sleep wasn't good or that I'm stressed, and it's
Exactly.
I think there's this very common misconception about streamers that we don't matter and that we're not people because it's a personality on the screen. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Like, regardless of the fact that I have a model that has bunny ears on screen and is, you know, jumping around and laughing and whatnot. Just because I'm laughing about something that's happened in a game or something that someone said in chat doesn't mean I haven't got other things going on, and those things could be pretty heavy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm human. I have a life outside of streaming.
Yeah, and I mean, so, and like the way that I like to think about it is, I know it wasn't too long ago or something. I had a chatter come to stream. I don't remember what I was streaming or something. I remember Deanie was there in chat as well, but like they came in and they said some weird, something like just off the wall or whatever. I was like, dude, is that really what you think? And they popped off some smart comment. And I was like, okay, fine, banned. But like, you sit there and you say stuff like that, and you don't understand that I also have a mental health, that I have to remember that now that you said that.
Yeah. But also, like, sometimes as streamers, we tend to, so we recognize our regulars, don't we?
Oh,
and
absolutely.
We know if someone says something that's really out of character, it can be quite concerning. So I had someone not too long ago say something that was completely off the, like, it went against TOS, and we had to delete the comment really quickly. But it had been seen by enough people, and it was more of a concern because, one, that was also another streamer, and two, it was something that they would never normally say. It was very much off the cuff, so we had to check in with them afterwards to be like, okay, first of all, like, you're aware that you shouldn't say that on someone else's stream,
Right?
But that also, are they okay? Because it's completely out of character, and just as streamers, like, we recognize people,
Yeah,
and we learn
100%.
we learn how they interact with us. So when something's different, we're able to pick up on that.
Oh yeah, and I mean, it's like, you know, when one of your regulars come in and they, so let's just, I'm gonna use Reds for example, my moderator. If Reds doesn't come in and either say he loves me or fuck you, something's up. Like, hey, like, are you just busy? Are you at work? Like, what's going on? Like, something's
If
up.
Pats doesn't ask me for a divorce 5 times in one, like, call, then I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, me and Tats are married, so I don't know why you're worried about getting a divorce.
Excuse me.
Sorry, we invited you to the wedding and everything. You're the one that didn't want to show. All right.
That's my wife. That's my wife.
But yeah, no. And I mean, it's stuff like that. So like, and also like, I do this a lot, and I gauge, like, I'm gauging off text how everybody is feeling in chat while I'm streaming. And it's so weird that we have to gauge off of text. Like, I always try to find the good in what we're doing. You know, if like we're having a good time and stuff like that, I feel like everybody's having a good time. But I'll see like one message that pops up, and it's like, wait a minute. Something's off with the vibe of that. I don't know why, but something's off.
Yeah.
That sticks with me.
Especially when they don't use like emotes or emojis or anything like that, and it's just the words.
Yeah.
And the reason behind it is because so human communication, it boils down to the words you say, the way you say them, or the tone, and the body language you use whilst you're saying them. So, for example, if you're talking to someone face to face, it's really easy to gauge what they mean and how they mean it, because you can see them and you can hear them. The minute you take away the medium of being able to see someone, for example, with a VTuber or, you know, on a telephone call, or someone in chat, for example, it's difficult to tell if they are being sincere or they mean it, because body language makes up 70% of your communication. Then when you have a look and you take away the tone of voice, so it's just text, so it could be someone sending you a private message, a text message, an email, or just a message in chat, you've already taken away 70% of that, the way something can be perceived through communication, because you've taken away the tone of voice and the body language. If you take away the tone of voice, that's another, like, I think it's like 20%, so only 10% boils down to what we say. So I always find myself reading into people's messages in chat a bit more so than anything, because what do they mean? Like, if they were to use an emoji, like, do they mean this? Like, it's difficult.
And it's like, if you haven't spoke to the person before either, so like me, Pocky, Opie, Reds, you know, a lot of other people all talk over calls on Discord a lot. So like, let's just say reading one of Pocky's messages in chat, you know, the crazy how treating your employees well makes them feel motivated to work better. I hear Pocky's voice saying that.
Yeah.
Like, I know how she's saying it, because I'm so used to hearing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can kind of gauge how somebody speaks and then read their message and be like, okay, I know the cadence they're going to say this at. I know, okay, that's being sarcastic. I can read that. You know, just things like that. But if I've never spoke to you before and you come in and just say, fuck you.
Yeah, then you're going to take it as an aggressive
Yeah,
tone.
I'm going to take it aggressive. It's like, but I'm also so used to being told, you know, fuck you. It's, oh yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah. But then when you go away and you actually reflect on it, it's, yeah.
It
will stick with you.
Yeah, it just sticks with me. I haven't had any like really bad interactions with anybody personally. Thankfully.
No.
Would you
I'm
like
a little bit envious of that.
Would you like to?
So when I started streaming, not long after I started streaming, I think I was doing a collab with Belzy, Dory, and Maggie, and we were playing some like stupid chained together, but you were all teddy bears and you were running around the back rooms. Like, it was basically brain rot in a video game. And we were running around in that, and there was someone who came into chat, and they'd been in my chat the day before. And they asked me to say bottle of water for statistics and whatnot. So they wanted to see, like, if I pronounce my T's, basically, which is ridiculous because it's gross. And then the next day they came in and they started making a couple of comments. And they made one comment and they were like, "Oh, marry me," and I didn't see it. And then they made another comment and it was another very like suggestive comment, and I didn't see it because I was too busy laughing at the silly video game with my friends. And then they made one comment and it was like, "Oh, so when can I smash?" And I was like, "That's
okay." No, whoa.
Yeah, it's like that's literally sexually harassment. So we ended up like trying to pull it back and be like, "What do you mean? There's no pumpkins around here. Like, there's nothing to smash. Like, what do you mean?" He was like, "No, you." And I was like, "Okay, my dude, see you later," and banned him on site because what the fuck? But people were like, yeah, people are weird.
It's like, I've seen stuff like this for, you know, like Pocky when I mod for Pocky, of people coming in and trying to be that way. And it's like, why? Out of all things you could be on Twitch, you want to be this creep.
Why? Like, I don't understand. Just be nice to people.
Like, I remember a while back, Pocky had a chatter. Of course, they didn't last but like 5 seconds in chat, but they came in and they were asking Pocky to bark and all this other stuff. It's like, dude, what?
I don't know what's wrong with people. People, the minute they are no longer visible and it's just the mode of typing, people seem to lose all of their humanity.
Makes no sense to me.
They become the worst of themselves.
Also, I do want to apologize. If you hear banging around or anything, I guess my neighbors upstairs are deciding to renovate.
No, you're fine.
Like, I don't know what the hell is going on up there. It's overpowering the music in my headphones and everything. Like, what the
Oh
fuck is
no.
going on?
If it helps, I can't hear a peep of it. I don't know
That's
about stream because
wonderful.
I've obviously got your stream muted, but I can't hear a peep.
If it's coming through on stream, everybody, I'm sorry. It's not my intention for it to come through. But yeah, no, and that's another thing, like, you were going to be what did you and Faye call it? Forever mods that ended up streaming?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, I was never a forever mod. I just came straight into streaming, but I have now kind of become more so a forever mod.
we've done the opposite.
Yeah, I have picked up more so on the modding side than I have actually streaming because of my job in general. My job's way more demanding now than it was before. So I don't have really the time to stream. I know when we were in the call, you know, before we started, it was, you know, I've been home for the last 3 months. Yes, I've been home,
but
I'm working. I can't just start up stream and do things because I've still got stuff I actually have to do for work to make sure I still get paid. And like seeing the things as a mod that a lot of my streamers are dealing with, it's like, no. Like,
yeah.
How are y'all? Why are people this way?
It's fine. Like I say, it's fine. It's something that you just kind of learn to deal with in that sense. It doesn't the one thing I've tried to explain to other people is it doesn't define you as a streamer. Like, your chat doesn't define you as a streamer. Yes, there is the whole saying of chat reflects streamer, but it does not define you. So if you have a couple of bad apples in your chat that you have to ban, that's fine. You still have the rest of the chat. And even if you're a smaller streamer and you have to ban, like, if you've got maybe one chatter and you have to ban them because they say something that makes you uncomfortable, put yourself first, because chances are the reason people aren't coming in to sit and talk to you is because you have someone being disgusting in your chat.
100%.
Like, you just have to put yourself first. And on the forever mod thing, like, I know Faye and I joke about it quite regularly about us being forever mods, and look at us now.
You can ask the streamers.
And now I'm still sat here. I still moderate for people. Like, I mod for Bacon the most, and I still mod for Tats when she needs me. But I'd say I spend most of my time moderating for myself, because I stand by the fact that because I've modded for so long, I don't need a moderator. With the size my community is, I should be able to manage that myself because I have the experience of modding. And yes, it's nice having someone like Tats to kind of keep an eye on it for me if I'm so locked into a game.
Right.
But I like to be interacting with chat, and I like to basically put the game on the back burner if I need to talk to people. So it doesn't bother me having to moderate. I quite enjoy it.
I don't mind moderating. Like, I have 1, 2, 5 mods. I can 100% do this myself. I can.
Mm-hmm.
But having them there to vibe check somebody is really
Mm-hmm.
nice.
100%. And like, I fully appreciate that my style of streaming and my style of moderating my own stream is I am aware that I have control issues, okay? I'm very I'm very open about the fact that like I have control issues and I have issues of letting go of things. For example, my partner, when he learned to drive, he was on my car insurance. He has driven my car all of 2 times because it makes me twitchy not to be the one driving it, or
Oh
it
no,
makes me twitchy not
100%.
to be the one cooking something, because I do things in my way, and I have issues letting go of that. So that might be like why I am adamant about that. I don't need another mod. I don't need someone else because Tats is there. Tats can look after things if I am
Yeah.
completely locked in. If not, I can do it. It's
Mm.
because I'm a nuisance like that to myself.
It's not being a nuisance, it's being in control. And trust me, the car thing, I 100% understand. There's only been 2 other people that have driven my car, and my brother. I won't even classify my brother driving it as driving it. He moved it 2 feet, but like nobody drives my car. Period. That's my baby. No one touches.
It's mine. You can't have it. It's one of the
If
most expensive things I own. If you think I'm going to let that in your hands, absolutely not.
exactly that
Check
is,
yourself.
if somebody's gonna fuck it up, it's gonna be me. And I'm the same way with like cooking and things like that. Like how, you know, I guess the best way I can explain this one is, you know, everybody talks about, you know, wanting to find a love or whatever where you can be in the kitchen together cooking. No, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of the kitchen if I'm cooking. Like, yes, I can be in love with you, whatever. Don't mess with me while I'm cooking. That's my area.
Right. 100%.
That's my section. Don't touch it. Don't come in here trying to mess with it. I'm in control.
No, I agree. I agree. It's, yeah. I think a lot of people, they just, I don't know, they just assume that they can, like, because it's a kitchen. Like, if you're in someone's kitchen, then, oh, maybe they need help with something. And like, I don't know if you have the same thing, but I know whenever my family come to visit, if I'm cooking something, they will come in and start trying to help, and I'm like, no, don't do that. You don't know how to chop that. Like, stop that. You don't know where that goes. Put it back. Like,
Yes. Me and my mom kind of do the same thing. So whenever I come over to her house, she'll like want to cook us dinner and stuff like that, which I really love and appreciate. And I'll go in the kitchen and be like, hey, before I walk in here, is there anything you need me to get you from the pantry or something like that to bring to you so you can just continue doing what you're doing?
100%.
It's like, yeah, I need this, this, and this. Cool. Go in the pantry, grab it, bring it back. Here you go. There you go. I'm out of your hair. And when she comes over to my apartment and stuff to stay a weekend with us, we go out to eat because for one, it's too much of a deal to go to a damn store and go buy things to cook. Like, you're only here for 2 nights. Let's just go get something to eat. And I don't want to dirty my kitchen.
Yep.
And then, but if I do start cooking, she'll come in there like, hey, you need help? Nope. Go sit back go to the living room. You stay there and just let me do my thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just seen like in the chat from Melta that it was, you know, seeking control, it was a coping mechanism for anxiety. And I never put 2 and 2 together, honestly.
Oh my god. Yeah, do you know what? That makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Because I never realized how much my anxiety spikes when I'm in the kitchen and somebody hops in there with me.
Oh. Or like, yeah, oh my god. I hate you, Melter. Why would you point that out?
Now I've got to live with that for the rest of my life.
Dick. I should clarify, Melter and I are friends.
I know this, but
okay,
a good clarification is great. For anybody that's listening.
Didn't know if... stressed. Me calling a random person. I mean, it wouldn't be out of the character for me to just call someone a dick randomly.
I mean, that's
I've done it in the past. I'll do it again.
And like it's, and like speaking on the anxiety thing, how, because I don't want to assume, but do you also have issues with?
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, I don't want to assume it, but just in case. When it came to streams, doing streaming and, you know, actually being a streamer, how did it affect you? Just the anxiety of it.
So, I think I'm actually one of the very few people who streaming has helped my anxiety.
Okay.
And I'm aware that's a really odd thing to say, but like for me, so for clarity, I live in a really tiny little village, and there's not very many people in the village. The village is also, it's very, if you don't drive, you don't get out. But also, if you go out, then you're stuck in traffic because the neighboring town's pretty big, and it's a bit of a pain.
Okay.
So socializing with people, it became a very difficult thing to do, especially when those people, like the people you talk to online would be great and everything, but then when people have their own schedules and then you're at work and whatnot, managing when you can socialize and when you can talk to people, it becomes very difficult. And streaming for me became the escape of, well, everyone I normally talk to is busy, so I'm gonna sit and talk to the void for a little bit. I didn't expect to do as well as I did when I first started. I thought I was going to be talking to no one for a while, but I wasn't. I ended up having people to talk to, even if they were just in chat and not like actually talking to me. It's allowed me to make so many more friends and whatnot, so I don't feel that kind of crippling loneliness anymore.
Right.
And that in turn has helped my anxiety because I'm not stressed out about am I going to be sat by myself this evening, or can I jump into a voice chat in someone's Discord server and hang out with them, or like it's helped in the sense that it doesn't, I'm not as stressed out about sitting by myself in the evenings.
Right. Which is awesome. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad to hear that it's helped get you in a better place with your anxiety. Because for me, like, no matter what I'm doing, start and stream, hitting start is anxiety driven for me. It's one of those things of it, like, my heart rate gets going because it's like, okay, now I've got to speak clearly. I've got to make sure my words make sense. Because a lot of people will see, like, even here recently, it's gotten a little bit worse, where I've typed something in chat and it makes zero fucking sense. When I said it in my head, it made sense. When I typed it, it looked like it made sense. And then when I reread it after I've already sent it,
it makes no sense.
It made zero sense. And I'm afraid of doing that when I'm on stream.
See, I think because I'm someone who talks for a living, so my job's very, very much I talk to people. I'm of the opinion that if something doesn't make sense when I say it, then I can clarify. If that makes sense. So you can
to clarify in text.
Oh, 100%. No, I'm so aware.
Because
that's why I don't text very often. Like, you'll very rarely see me in someone's DMs
Yeah.
because I'm still filled with anxiety about DMing someone. I'm still filled with anxiety about messaging people who I used to talk to daily because the brain gremlins tell me I'm being a problem or a nuisance, and
Trust me.
they don't want to hear from me. And like, so I will very rarely message anyone except
Trust me.
Tats because I've known her for 10 years. Like, so I'm well aware. But then if I'm streaming or if I'm talking to someone, like we're having a conversation now, it's so much easier for me to clarify what I mean. And because of that, I'm not stressed out about if I say something dumb, or something that doesn't make sense. I can clarify that. I can retcon that and talk about something else.
Right.
I can give context, but in text, it's way harder.
Oh yeah, way harder. Because like the other day in Spring's channel, I was modding for Spring one day, and Spring was working on music, and he was trying to figure something out on like a vocal tuner for the cover that he was working on, and I said something because like I understood what I was saying, and when I typed it out and sent it, I went back and looked at the message, and I thought, and I had missed words in my sentence that I just didn't type at all. And I went back and I looked at it, and I was like, that makes 0 sense. And I am trying to retype it to the way it was supposed to be typed. And of course, he's already seen the message. He's tried to read the message, and the message doesn't make sense. And it's like, you know what? I'm just deleting everything. My bad.
I think when that happens, like my go-to response, like, I hope that the streamer would turn around and be like, wait, what do you mean? Like, hold on, and like pause not necessarily stop everything because you don't want all that attention on you.
Right.
But there's always the sign of, what do you mean? Like, just repeat that. Start again. Like, start fresh. Let's pretend that didn't happen and just tell me what you mean. Like, break it down for me. Talk to me like I am a toddler so I can understand it, sort of thing.
Yeah, so I retyped it and did it again, and like retyped it, reworded it, and everything. I was like, "Hey, this is what I meant." And when Spring read it, he was like, "Oh, okay, that makes more sense."
Yeah.
And then attempted what I was trying to say, and it's just one of those things. And I have a feeling that the ADHD has a little bit to do with that, but I'm actually undiagnosed ADHD. I am diagnosed depressive. But like that's a thing. But
I am the exact same.
I haven't been to a therapist / psychiatrist since I was little. Due to the fact of very bad experiences. So I'll probably stay being undiagnosed for a while.
If it helps, like, so I don't think I will, like, because with ADHD, I'm undiagnosed, but there have been a few people, by a few, I mean quite a few, who have said, like, you know, you fit everything, like, every single symptom, like, I will regularly have people joke about, like, oh, how's the undiagnosed ADHD, and so on and so forth, but also getting that diagnosed in the UK, especially at my age, can be problematic, also as a woman, because of the way the medical system here is not great. It can be very problematic. So I will also never be diagnosed.
I understand that completely. I've heard from that side of the world versus this side of the world and versus other sides of the world. It's just like the medical systems anywhere aren't the greatest, period.
No.
But some are a whole lot better than others. I mean, just for me to go see a therapist is going to probably cost me $500 to $1,000.
Oh God, yeah.
And that's if I had no insurance.
How much it costs.
Like my insurance currently.
But that's with insurance.
And that's without insurance.
Oh, that's without. Okay.
So, coming back from that and, with insurance, you'll probably still have to fork out between $100 to $200 for a therapy session.
See, I think the last time I approached a therapist about even having a session, they they had a thing where they because it was private, because if you want to get it in the UK and you go through the NHS, it's a long waiting list. So I've been on that waiting list now for 2 years, and I'm finally getting an appointment in like 2 weeks' time. But
Congrats.
it's taken 2 years to get that. And even then, that's just to talk through depression and
Right.
my coping strategy for that, especially with the insomnia. Like, that's the thing they want to address, is the insomnia, because it's not healthy for someone to sleep every other night.
No, not at all.
It can really do a lot of damage to you as a person, mentally and physically. So that's what they want to address. But I approached a therapist about doing it privately, and they said that I would have to have like a session every week, and that session would cost me about £250. So that was £500 every 2 weeks, £1,000 every month, and I was like, that would bankrupt me.
Like,
I
you
cannot
can't
afford
afford that.
I couldn't even afford that once a month. Like, it's if you want to do it privately, hats off to you. Like, but you have to be prepared for the money,
Right.
essentially.
And we actually have a minute before an ad break. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pause for the ad break. We have a 3-minute ad break, everybody. We don't do anything during the ad break for anybody that gets ads. That way they miss nothing of the conversations we're having. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and we're gonna continue our conversation after that. But we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're back again with Meg, and after the ad break, hopefully everybody's back from the ads. If they're not, sorry, it says on my end that we're back, but welcome back. Yeah.
Oh,
Hello. Yeah, like kind of just picking up off of, where we left off a second ago of the ADHD and stuff like that, and of therapy sessions and stuff like that. I had a really bad time with therapy when I was younger because of I had a lot of trouble in like what we call my middle school year. Because I forget how like schools work in the UK, but
it varies on where you are. It's dumb. No one can figure out the standard.
That's fair. For us,
you either have
preschool, elementary, middle, high.
And
in middle school for me, I got in a whole lot of trouble for doing some dumb shit. And I know now it's dumb. I acted out of anger, out of just pure protection of myself, and it was the wrong way to go about it. But I had to go through 4 psychiatrists. It's like 2 psychologists, 2 psychiatrists during that time, and I've been to another one before. I am not a religious person. I do not like going to a therapist that sits there and says, if you believe in God, your depression will cure.
Oh God, no.
And that's what I get a lot of where I'm at in the world.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I don't go to therapy because of that.
No, I don't blame you. That's gross. That's awful.
I don't get medical. I get religious, and it's like, this is weird. You went to school for X amount of years to tell me that God can fix this. Give me the medication that can help regulate this.
Yeah, no, that's...
That, and I've always been afraid of medication. I'll never deny that. I am 100% afraid of medication.
Medication is... yeah. I get it.
I'm always too afraid that the medication will not counteract my depression. It will worsen it.
So having been on 2 different forms of antidepressants, the first one I had to stop taking because it did make me worse. And for a long time I was not in a good spot whilst I was on that. But also I come from a family of people who, how best to phrase this? It's not that they don't believe in medication. It's not that they don't think medication is helpful. It's that for depression specifically, they don't think it's helpful. So the first time my mother found out that I was on antidepressants, she was very adamant that I didn't need them, that I should get out and go for a walk, and that I should get out and go do some physical exercise. It was like, at the time, I was a very active person. So the medication, whenever I was around her, I didn't take it, and that made it worse because it was the flip-flopping between taking it and not taking it.
Right.
The medication I'm on at the moment does help me, and it does help regulate the various things, but at the same time, it doesn't... Medication for mental health problems is never going to be a cure. It's more of a mask. So it's more of a coping tactic.
Yeah, and that's always been... It's been one of those things for me. I'm not saying that people don't need it by any means. People, it helps people. It's helped people I know. Like, it's actually helped a lot of people I know with a lot of things. For one, and it's weird saying it this way, I feel I'm I'm so afraid it will change who I am.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I will not be the sick that I am now if I'm on it.
I get that.
And it's weird to say it that way because it's like, I know, to me, I know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am very, this is probably going to be the first time ever I'll actually say this out loud. Like, I'm a funny guy. I'm a great guy. I'm very caring. I'm very everything. I don't want those to go to being numb to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take a pill and then it take away what I am.
I get that. I've always, like, as someone who also doesn't like to say those things about themselves, like, I am funny, I am caring, I am kind. All of those, you know, things that you are, but you will very rarely tell yourself.
Yeah.
Because they're core personality traits. Like, people don't tell themselves those sort of things. And I think people should do it more, personally. But
agreed. And I know I should do more of it, but it's self-loathing is a thing that I've dealt with for fucking ever at this point. And
oh god, yeah.
It's one of those things that I don't want to call it a trait, but I mean it's something that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't down talk myself anymore besides the voice in my head. That's one thing, but like out loud I try my best not to down talk myself.
Mm-hmm.
All I sit there and say is I'm an idiot on the internet. That's all I am. I'm just an idiot on the internet because that's what I am. I'm just this idiot on the internet. And I mean, yeah, am I a cool idiot? Yeah, still just an idiot on the internet.
It doesn't matter how you skin it. It's still an idiot on the internet. Yep, yeah, I get that.
No matter what I do.
I also say I'm an idiot on the internet.
But I will not sit there and say that. You know, when I come into your streams and you know you're like, "Oh, Sick's such a cool guy" and all this other stuff. Da da da. I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm not cool. I'm just. Bleh.
You're just you. You're just you.
No. I'm an idiot on the internet. I'm funny. Sometimes.
You are though. But you're also you.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
And really...
I think...
Go ahead.
I think a lot of people, like, if you're, like... If people's concern around medication for mental health issues and whatnot is that taking the medication will stop them from being you, that's valid. It is valid, and it will, depending on the medication you take, it will change how you react because it's a balance of hormones, and that's all the medication is. It's hormones. But you can also work with your doctor to find the best one for you. So like the one I'm on, for example, it took me a couple of rounds of getting to it, the right dosage and getting to the right medication in general. The one I'm on, yeah, it increases my appetite, which is the last thing I wanted, but it does also come with a sedative effect. So if I take it and I get very loose with my words, shall we say, then it's because I'm pretty out of it and I will be passing out eventually. It took a hot minute to get to that conclusion that was going to be the best medication for me. And it does still change who you are. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. It's going to, because it's a balance of hormones. But you eventually start to even out on it, and you start to return to yourself, essentially. And it's just about finding what's best for you.
Mm. And it's... And I'm also afraid that it will worsen the depression. That's one of my bigger concerns, because I've had some very low lows. As somebody that's, attempted 3 times, I don't want it to be that I have a bad night, because I had a bad night the other night, and I reached out to a friend, and me and a friend talked, about what was going through my head and stuff, and it was like, okay, I'm good now.
Hmm.
But I don't want to have that bad night and the medication make it to where I go through.
Yeah.
And that's always been one of my biggest, that's the biggest concern. Because I have heard the horror. I've seen it. And, I've got somebody very close to me that's on medication, and I've just been watching and like, okay, I'm just going to watch this and just kind of let me see how it works. But it's like, okay, I can even see how this works, but this is going to not be the same for me if I do it. But
100%.
One thing that I always enjoy talking about, and this is one that I always want to preface to anybody in chat listening or watching or anything like that later on, we are not mental health professionals by any means.
No.
Neither one of us have a degree in psychology.
Nope.
Have a medical degree in medication or anything like that. And if Meg somehow does has these things and hasn't told anybody, holy shit, congratulations.
No, I've been very open about the fact that my degree is in writing. I write silly words.
Which, by the way,
That's
I've seen
my
Meg's
background.
writing. Go to Meg's VGen and commission Meg.
I write silly words on the internet.
Meg's also an artist too, so go do that as well.
I'm gonna fight you.
Just fucking fight me. This fight has been waiting to happen for a year at this point.
I know. I need to find a where was it? We said we were going to a Waffle House or a Denny's or something like that.
We're gonna go somewhere and just go fight in the parking lot.
Perfect. Yeah,
And
we
then
just need
after
to
that,
find.
I'm buying breakfast.
Perfect. We just need to come to an agreement on where.
If we're gonna have a knockout drag out, we gotta go to Waffle House. It's only fair, and it's a ritual at this point.
Okay, noted.
But and then whenever I'm over there, let's just fight in the pub parking lot or something. Because if I'm over there, we're gonna go get a drink after.
You say that, but when I have Bacon come to visit me for like a long weekend, I took Bacon to a town like to go sightseeing, and whilst we were there, we were stood talking to someone who, like, there's the joke of the UK is really small and everyone knows everyone. And we were just talking to someone who was working in the store it was a fudge store. They were making fudge. We were talking to them, and she was lovely. And then she made a comment and let slip her surname, and it turns out I did actually know her. I went to school with her brothers. So it was that whole comment. And then because once she realized that like I knew the area, we were talking about it, and she was like, oh yeah, if you're going to the pub, avoid this one around the corner. We were like, why? And she was like, well, they're still cleaning up after the 40-man bar fight that happened a couple of days ago, and essentially someone had gone in there, got refused a beer, and then tried to punch the bartender, missed spectacularly and hit the person next to them, and then it spiraled into 40 people starting a brawl in the pub.
So this sounds like the perfect thing for us to do, though. Like, let's just go join a 40-man pub fight. Nobody will know it's actually just between me and you, and then afterwards we just get a drink.
I don't know, because the town it was in, so there are parts of the UK that are completely flat. There are also parts that are the complete opposite of flat. So this town, it was the complete opposite of flat. So there were either steep hills or staircases, even like just in the gardens and whatnot. And they were like this woman in this fudge factory was telling us about how several people had to be taken to hospital because they had been thrown down the stairs that were just in the beer garden, because the reasons. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about a 40-man bar fight. It sounds a bit intense for me.
Oh, come on, we got it. If nothing else, we can start it.
Oh, true.
And then just let them continue while we just get drinks at the bar. Because now nobody's ordering drinks, they're fighting.
That's true. That's true.
We can just go to the bartender after that and just get drinks. We'll be good.
That's very true. We could.
So
Perfect. I like that plan.
yeah, see, we got the plan. It'll all work out. We got this.
We're sorted.
I forgot where we were going with this.
I have no idea.
Where were we going? So,
I
had invested so much thought into the pub fight.
Yeah, me too. What were we talking about for the pub fights?
Oh man,
there was the fighting in a parking lot because I said that, fight me. Oh, you were talking about okay, no, I figured out the thread. I know where we were going. So you said that you wanted to remind everyone that we're not mental health professionals. We have no qualifications in X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
And then I related it back to writing because that's what my degree is in. You're welcome. I figured it out.
Oh my god. So coping mechanisms. Like, what are some things that you do on a daily or, to help cope with the anxiety, the depression, the insomnia? Like, there's things that we all create a habit of doing that aren't normally the healthiest, but are habits that we have created for ourselves to help with them. What are some of those habits that have helped you?
So the most unhealthy one for me was smoking. So in the throes of a panic attack, obviously nicotine's a stimulant, so it's not the best coping mechanism. It's actually one of the worst ones you can do. But when you're having a panic attack, it's also it's not a good tool, but it helps regulate your breathing.
Okay.
So I started smoking when I was a teenager. Before I could even buy them myself, I would steal them off my mother. Just because if I was having a panic attack, it was the one thing that I knew that could help me cope. So I'd just leave the classroom I was in. It wasn't that I was a bad student. I was actually a good student. So because I was a good student, I was given a lot of liberties. I was allowed to come and go as I pleased, basically, by the time I got to college.
Hell yeah.
So I would just be able to leave the classroom and go sit behind the bins because there was no smoking area because we were teenagers.
Right.
So would just spark up and have a couple of puffs, stub it out before it was even finished. I didn't need the whole thing. I just needed to be able to catch my breath before a panic attack fully took over. Now it's vaping. So
cheers to you. Understand.
Yeah. So now I don't even have the nicotine. It's more so. Yeah. More so
I've got the nicotine still.
help.
I will say that I do still have the nicotine.
I dropped to zero nic beginning of the year purely because it was cheaper.
Fair.
Smoking it's a terrible habit. Do not. It's not an advertisement for smoking. It's a terrible habit. It's gross. It's not good for you in the slightest. But it helped me cope with my breathing.
I still remember when I first started smoking. Where I was and what I was doing and everything.
Yep.
Growing up, I was always the kid that. So for one, my parents, growing up, smoked in the house, everything like that. So I was always, growing up, just, hey, I'm not gonna smoke. I'm not gonna do these things.
Yep.
We were in Atlanta. We were in the parking garage where the current Masquerade is, and on the top, I had a killer headache. I sometimes, every now and then, I get what's called cluster headaches. And I was having a really bad night for headaches. We were walking around Atlanta, and it was put this in non-American terms. I want to say it was -2 or 3 outside. And we're walking around and we're taking pictures, just me and a group of friends. And my friend smoked and everything, and the headache wouldn't go away. I've done taken Tylenol, I've taken anything and everything to make this go away. It's not going away. And I finally just looked at my friend and said, "Give me a cigarette."
Mm-hmm.
Smoked the cigarette, and immediately it's gone.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is a shitty situation. I always said I would never do this, and I did. And
Yeah.
been smoking
No, I
ever
was
since.
the exact same. I was the exact same. Like my parents, both my mum and my dad, and like their parents, all smoked in their house. So like we always smelled cigarette smoke anyway, so it was easy to hide it. But then I think I was at school. I was maybe about 14, 15 at the time, and I didn't have a good. I wasn't having a good time at school. I was heavily bullied. I was very isolated.
Same.
Yippee! And because like, I spent a lot of time in the library, and oh god, it sounds awful to say it now, but like, I spent a lot of time in the library, and I remember having a really bad panic attack because I'd seen one of the people who was at the time bullying me quite heavily. I'd seen them on their way into the library, and it was actually the librarian who pulled me aside and was like, Are you okay? And I was like, no, I can't breathe. So they took me outside for some air. And like we all knew which teachers smoked because they'd smell of it. So everyone knew. Just so happened that the librarian happened to be one of the smokers, and it was her who gave me my first cigarette because she panicked when she realized that I wasn't like I couldn't breathe. So she panicked and was like, here, take this, and tried to get me to like just take a breath. And it's awful to say it, and it's not how you should help someone who's having a panic attack.
By no means.
But at the time it worked for me. And yeah, it continued like that for a while. So anytime I got a panic attack, she'd take me round to the bins to have a cig, and I'd steal my mother's by the end of the year. It was again, it's a terrible habit. Don't do it. I highly recommend not doing it. It's really bad for you.
Means don't.
But it helped. It helped me in particular.
Okay. Any other coping mechanisms you got?
Oh, I drink a lot of tea.
So caffeine.
I drink a lot of tea. No, I drink a lot of herbal tea as well. So I've been drinking one recently that's like lemongrass with dried apple pieces, clove, cinnamon, cardamom, that sort of thing. It's just a very warming, comfortable drink. But then obviously British tea, like, you know, a good old cup of Yorkie. That helps calm me down as well.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna take this quick second really fast to just call somebody out really fast. Hockey, check the label on all your teas to make sure they have 0 caffeine.
Oh my god, Pocky, yes, please do. Check them.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna move past that little segment right there.
Valid.
But yeah, no, one of the things that have, like, that I used for the longest time was smoking was for headaches. I just never stopped. I quit cigarettes probably now. Like every now and then I'll have a cigarette. Like I will legitimately go to a gas station, buy a pack of cigarettes, take one out of it, throw the rest of the pack away, just to have one cigarette. To then only take like a puff off of it and throw that away too, and be like, yeah, no, I quit these for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're just nasty. But that was for like the headaches and stuff. But for like actual depression stuff, it was my drinking. So like I didn't start actually smoking cigarettes until I was 18. I was at how old was I? It was later than 18. I think I was like 19 or 20 I started smoking. It wasn't a young age, but you know, technically it was a later age than most.
Yeah.
And then I quit those. I quit cigarettes technically, besides like the one or two that I'll have within a year or something like that. But I've been vaping now for I think 4 or 5 years. Other than that, that's about it. Because like you, I was also bullied and stuff, but I didn't. My way of lashing out was making a decision that would forever change my school.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the worst possible timing doing all of it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I made statements on a piece of paper. At the same time, another major event happened in these states, and that coincided on me getting arrested and things like that. At the like the age of 12.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. So, it was a very wild time. That's why I also have trust issues with therapists.
Yeah, I can
Because,
imagine.
Your school counselor or whatever that you could go and talk to. Yeah, anything that I had told him over the past year of me telling him about the bullying and stuff like that, all got thrown at me in court because he turned everything over to the court.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah,
now I trust none of you.
Yeah, I can imagine that kind of affecting that. Yeah, that's rough.
I had to go see.
Put simply.
Went and seen one therapist. He said I was okay. Went and seen another therapist. He said I was insane. Went and seen another therapist. That therapist said that I had a major depressive bipolar schizophrenic disorder or something. And then I went to another therapist saying that he's just a normal teenage kid. What are y'all talking about? I was like, look, I'm just trying to get okay, I don't know what I'm doing here anymore.
Sounds like that last one might have actually hit the nail on the head though.
Oh yeah. 100%. And I will always appreciate him. He actually lost his license after that. Because of my case, which really pissed me off.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
He stood up for what was right, and the judge made him pay for it. It's so
Legal
terrible that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
They attempted so we had to go to court. The therapist, we wanted the therapist to come in. Our public attorney that had appointed us, we showed up to court. He was supposed to be there, and the public attorney said that he wasn't going to come in because he wanted $500 for every hour that he was there, because he had a private business. To which my grandmother called him and was like, hey, they're telling us that you want $500 per hour for being here, so they refuse to bring you in. He's like, no, I asked for $500 for the day.
Christ alive. Okay.
To which they sat there and my grandmother sent him a $500 check and said, come on, let's get this over with. You're the only thing that's stopping us from just having this be done and over with. So after that, everything wrapped up and we were good. But
good.
So trying to think of it's like, I know depression has a big hold on a lot of things we do. You know, for trying to think of the best ways to word things, because I'm not the greatest all the time about that.
That's okay.
Trying to think. The depression, the ADHD, the anxiety, the other things that we face. I mean, if there was something that you could tell somebody that was also suffering with these things, what would you tell them?
Don't believe every self-help influencer out there. What works for some people might not work for you. There were when I was first diagnosed with panic disorder and anxiety and depression, I was told by everyone to try meditation and to try meditation apps and everything on my phone so I could self-regulate. That's great, but they don't work for me because you need to be able to visualize things to be able to listen to a meditation app, and you need to be able to actually follow along with it. I don't have the attention span to follow along with those, nor can I visualize things. So they just straight up don't work. They don't help me, and that's fine.
Like me and Faye.
Put in.
You're like me and Faye.
Oh my god! Do you also have it?
Where we can't visualize it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the conversation we had with Pocky. It's just not there.
It's just empty. I think Faye and I have also spoken about it, where Faye and I both also don't have an internal monologue. So, you literally just when people are like, oh, well, I was thinking this, like, I was thinking something, yes, but I don't know what I was thinking. Like, when I'm literally an airhead. There is nothing up there. There is basically a monkey with symbols, but there is like cotton wool in between the symbols, so I can't actually hear what the symbols are saying.
Oh no, mine doesn't have cotton balls in between the symbols. It's very loud. It's called tinnitus.
Amazing.
It's a constant ring.
No, it's yeah. I think that's one thing I would tell like a younger version of myself, or like anyone who was struggling, is like, what works for some people, it will not help you. So you just have to keep trying. But you also, whilst you're continuing to try, you have to keep being. So it's one thing to try everything under the sun and try to fit the mold that people try to give you, because that's what's worked for them. So therefore it should work for you. And if it doesn't, then you're weird. It's not true. It's the furthest thing from true. You just keep being you, and you keep pushing forward, and you will find something that will help you, so long as you are true to yourself.
Beautifully put, honestly. Really beautifully put.
I do words.
You do words, and you do them well.
Ugh.
But yeah, no, it's just funny you sat there and said not being able to imagine this stuff in your head, and it was like, wait a minute, me, Faye, and Pocky have all had this conversation.
Well, I think Faye and I, when Faye first started streaming, Faye and I, we actually spoke about it at length, and then the first stream Faye and I did together was a drawing our mutuals from memory, because we can't visualize them.
I remember that stream.
Oh, it was chaos.
It was so good.
It was so chaotic. I think I got everyone's like pretty close, and then Pocky's. Drawing Pocky's model when I can't picture it. Pocky's got a beautiful model. Like, Pocky's model is stunning. I just can't pull it to mind.
Yeah, no, if I don't have the picture of anything right next to me while I'm trying to draw it, I give it up. I'm not gonna get close.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy though. That's just the normal thing. It was. I do have the internal monologue thing though. I do have that. Like, I constantly have conversations with myself in my head. Probably not something I should admit to, but it is a constant thing that I do. Like, I have to have the back and forth conversation with myself.
I'm actually kind of jealous of that. Because when I do something on impulse, there is nothing stopping me. There is nothing telling me that this is... Like, so... There's nothing to sit there and say, this is a really impulsive idea. Why are you doing this? Yeah. Whereas, like, I just do it.
It's something to be, jealous of sometimes, but at the same time, it's a constant argument.
That's true.
Like, it's if I'm by myself, I will sit there and like have a conversation with myself while I'm working on music or something on the computer, because I've gotten a program now to where I can sit back and I can work on music again and start doing things creatively again. And I will sit there and I will talk to myself like, no, yes, no, that's not going to work there. You know, just sit there and have a whole conversation with myself. And sometimes I'm in a call with like Clove or Opie and Pocky in a group chat and, you know, just having a conversation with other people, but I'll be talking to myself sometimes. And it's like, oh, that's right, there's other people here.
Yeah.
Like, I need to remember these things.
I don't have that, and it's, I suppose, both a blessing and a curse, because
Yes.
I don't have the, oh god, who are they talking to kind of moments. But then I do have the, oh god, why didn't someone stop you? It's like, well, I was alone. Well, why didn't you think? I mean, I probably did. Like, I think I was having this
thought about
conversation
it.
with, I think I was having that the exact conversation with Harry the other day, because he'd essentially woken up and he'd had a nightmare, and I was like, oh, what was it about? And he told me, like, in very vivid detail, just this very weird dream that when you talk about it in reality, it's like when you talk about it when you're awake, it's not scary, but obviously your subconscious mind views it as terrifying. So he had this nightmare, he woke up, he told me about it in vivid detail, and then he was like, why do you ask? And I was like, because I've never been able to remember what I've dreamt about, because I can't visualize it, so I can't try and remember. Like, I'm aware that I likely have dreamed, and I am aware of when I have woken up because I've had a nightmare, but I could not tell you what that nightmare was about because I don't remember it. Like, and I can't visualize what it was I was having the nightmare about, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense, which really like gets me is like, I have nightmares. I remember my dreams when I have them for the most part, but for the most part I don't have dreams. Like,
yeah,
it's very weird when I have dreams, because sometimes they're just like just really random ass fucking dreams. Sometimes it's like things that have happened in the past and I get to re-see it. I know there's one recurring dream that I've had since I was little of, it's a nightmare that happens and it's weird, but it's like, it's got to do with spiders and stuff like that, and it's always been a nightmare.
Yeah.
I hate it every time. But there's some dreams that are like flashes, and that's the best way I can explain it. It's a flash of an image, and then I wake up.
I don't even get those. It's when I'm asleep, it's just kind of close my eyes and wake up.
I wish.
The next day. Huh. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't happen very often.
I would rather that though over not having the flash happen. Because the dreams I have normally end with me not a part of the world anymore. That's normally my dreams, is I'm no longer a part of the world. So when I wake up, it's just like, oh, okay, great, cool. And those have been dreams since I was little. I remember them. I remember most of the ones from my past a lot. Like, they still stick with me as like, why did I have those dreams at that age? Like, I was 7. Why was I having a dream about that? But
yeah,
it's weird. It's out there. But it's just crazy. But off of dreams, we're here near the end. We've got about 15 more minutes left. This is a time where we can also open up the conversation to chat. If chat has any questions for us, or for you individually, me individually, or both of us are the same. Are you open to answering any kind of questions that chat may have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if anybody would like to ask a question, please feel free to put your questions in chat. We'll try our best to answer them to the best of our ability. You can ask either of us anything, and other than that, do you have anybody you would like to raid?
I mean, I know a certain Deer Cat is doing his 700 celebration.
Yeah, he is. Would you like to go hang out with the Deer Cat?
I would.
Let's go hang out with the Deer. I'm gonna get that set up for us just for when we're there. And if anybody in chat, of course, if you have any questions, if you want to do the time to ask us. If not, we can go ahead and get on up out of here and go say hello.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that you also have aphantasia.
It's such a funny thing.
Like, how did I not know? So
Yeah,
not only did I introduce you to bacon, but you also have the same condition I do. That's crazy.
Like, it still blows my mind, the whole bacon situation. That's insane.
Oh my god, I know. Inky, I'm gonna scream at you. Please don't. Please
answer the question, Meg.
Inky, no.
Answer the question,
Inky.
Meg.
The answer is you don't nuke it, okay? You don't put it in the microwave because that's unchristian, and I'm not even Christian, so... so, don't do that.
But Meg, I have a screenshot of you saying that it's
No.
your favorite way to make tea.
Hey, do you want to know what's really funny about that? You see that name, Melter, in chat? Like, that is the person who made me write that.
That's crazy
When I was in
because
the
it
middle of a
says
subathon.
Meg. It says Megolin.
Who was in a subathon?
Nah, it's your favorite beverage.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. I hate it here.
If anything, it's your favorite wife. Such a good time. Which, by the way, if anybody ever sees me and Meg joking about microwaved tea, just know it is a joke, that we do care for each other very much, and it's just a joke between two friends.
For legal reasons, I do not microwave tea. Like, don't.
Yeah, that is
don't
very
have
much
anyone...
true. Meg does
don't
not
have
microwave
anyone...
tea.
I don't, because I'm a British citizen, and if anyone says and takes it seriously that I microwave my tea, I lose my citizenship. How dare you all?
Wonderful question.
I could never. No, Inky, why? Please. What did I ever do to you?
Iki, I love you. Thank you for the question. I knew I could count on you. Hey, we went 2 hours without mentioning it, okay? We did good.
I'm actually pretty impressed that it took us that long to get to microwaving tea.
We did good.
We did very good.
Other than that, Meg, thank you so much for being a part of this. Everybody, the pin message has Meg's channel up there. Please go follow Meg on Twitch. Also go subscribe to their YouTube channel. Go follow them on Blue Sky, on X or Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care. Please be sure to go follow on all the socials. Meg is absolutely amazing and is a wonderful streamer, wonderful person. Please be sure to go follow.
I would like to take this moment to say, no you.
Uno reverse.
Just no you. Like, that's all I can say is no you.
Also, Megan's at, I want to say it was 864 followers. Yeah, I think that's where you're at.
No idea.
Let's make it 1,000.
I haven't packed in months
this year. Let's hit that 1,000 this year.
I don't mind. I'm kind of happy with my community as is. If it grows, that's wonderful.
Community.
If not, then yeah.
But Meg, thank you
I'm very
again
proud
for being a
of
part
them.
of this.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It has been, and I'm very. If you ever want to come back on and have more of a conversation, you are always welcome to be here. Other than that, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go say hello to Mr. Spring Kitten and go show some love to them.
It's our favourite deer cat.
We're gonna go ahead and get all that. If my mods could put in the raid messages and things like that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Other than that, Meg, is there anything special coming up here soon that you would like to shout out? And
no.
no, okay.
no, I've got nothing going on. I'm just existing and enjoying existing.
Oh yeah. Well, other than that, everybody, we will see everybody later. Much love to all of you. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.